Hello and welcome to day 5 of this Reset for the Chakra series. Today we are concentrating on our throat chakra or our Vishuddha-chakra. So its location is the throat, its element is sound or ether, its colour is blue, and our focus today is living and speaking our truth. So as always, we're going to start with our seed mantra. So today is Ham. So when you're ready, find a comfortable seat. Closing down the eyes. Just sinking into the breath. And bringing focus to this throat chakra. Taking a deep breath in and out. And then when you're ready, inhaling fully and deeply to hum. Twice more. When you're ready, gently blinking the eyes open and come into an easy seat. So finding cross leg. We're going to begin with some neck rolls. So bringing the chin down to the chest. And then you're going to roll around to the left hand side, all the way around to the right. Nice big circles. And then the other way. When you're ready, bringing yourself back to centre and getting into any nooks and crannies or any tight spots that you feel like you need. Maybe bringing the hand to the side of the head, one side and then the other. And then when you're ready, gently coming back to centre. We're then going to start by rolling the shoulders, so rolling into the shoulders one way. And then the other. And then we're going to start stirring the torso like you're stirring a pot with a spoon. Round one way. Shining the throat chakra out as you reach round. One way. And then the other. Connecting with the breath. Then you're going to come back to stillness. Making your way onto all fours. So into tabletop. Going to move through cat and cow. Inhaling, dropping the belly down, gaze out ahead. For cow pose, Bittilasana. And then as you exhale, round in the spine, pushing the floor away, round in the shoulders. Cat pose, Majariasana. Inhale, exhale. Really connecting movement with breath. Making this your last one. Coming back to neutral. And then when you're ready, we're going to tuck the toes, push the hips up and back for downward facing dog, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Pedaling the feet, pushing into the hands for a nice long spine. And then we're going to move into upward facing dog. So you're going to bring yourself forward into this sort of high plank, and then you're going to lower the hips down, untucking the toes, into Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Inhaling, and then as you exhale, bringing yourself back, Ardha Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Inhaling, exhaling into plank, inhaling in plank, exhaling, tucking the toes, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, then exhale back to downward facing dog. One more time, into plank, down into Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Shining the throat chakra to the sky. And then exhaling, coming back to downward facing dog. Walk to the centre of the mat, finding the knees. So you're going to bring the knees out to the side, as if you're going to come into child's pose, but we're going to do lion's breath. So this is our pranayama for today, so Simha pranayama. So you're going to bring the hands in front of you on the mat. You can draw the fingertips back towards you if that feels okay, that feels doable, but hands to the side or in front is totally fine as well. So we're going to take a nice deep breath in, and then as you exhale, you're going to open the mouth, sticking the tongue out, and exhaling all of the breath out. So inhaling, exhaling. Twice more, inhaling, exhaling. And then we're going to just gently come back to centre. And then you're going to make your way down to the mat, coming into semi-supine, preparing for bridge, Septubadasana. So you want to bring the feet, the ankles up towards the buttocks, so you can just gently grab the ankles with the fingertips. You're going to place the palms of the hands on the floor. Inhaling. You're going to bring the back flush with the mat, tilting the pelvis. And then as you exhale, pushing into the palms and the sole of the feet, bringing the pelvis up towards the sky and drawing the knees together. Bridge pose, Septubadasana, 3 breaths. And gently bring in the back down to the mat. You can do your window wiper legs here in between if you'd like, or you can find stillness. When you're ready, we're going to do that twice more. So you're going to inhale. And as you exhale, push in the pelvis up towards the sky. If you'd like to, you can interlace the fingers, bringing the shoulders underneath the back, drawing the knees together, pushing into the soles of the feet. And then all the way back down. So taking a moment here, you can do window wiper legs or stillness. And then when you're ready, inhaling, flattening the back along the ground. Exhaling, pushing into the soles of the feet, the palms of the hands, lifting the pelvis. You can again walk the shoulders underneath if that feels good. 3 breaths. And then you're going to gently come back down. Again, finding stillness or doing your window wiper legs. So we're going to come into a little bit of a sequence now. So we're going to come into shoulder stand, Savangasana, and then plow pose, Halasana. So you're going to make your way into the middle of the mat. So what we're going to do is bring the legs up into the air and just using some momentum to get you there. So we're going to inhale, and then as you exhale, you're going to push up, drawing the feet towards the sky, and then you're going to use your arms like a little kind of stabilizer, pushing into the back body, bringing the feet up to the sky, and you're going to gaze up to the toes, trying to have as straight a body as possible. I'm going to take 5 breaths here. If you'd like to stay in Savangasana, shoulder pose, then stay in here for another 5 breaths. Or if you'd like, you can bring the feet towards the top of the mat, feet over the top of the head, interlacing the hands, the fingers. You can bring the knees to the forehead if you'd like to rest them there. This is especially an intense pose in the morning. So if you do this in the morning, it'll be a bit more intense. If you do it at the end of the day, you're going to feel a lot more flexible. So just depending on when you're doing this, just being gentle. It's the morning for me, so if you can put the toes out onto the mat behind you. 5 breaths here. When you're ready, gently bringing the hands to the back, and you're going to lower yourself down, gently coming back down to the mat. So finding a nice long position now, we're going to come into fish pose or Matsyasana. So basically you're going to bring the crown of the head to the mat. You're going to use the arms down the side to support you and point the toes. So throat chakra is nice and open to the sky. Sending the breath into the throat. 3 breaths here. When you're ready, gently bringing yourself all the way down to your final resting position, Shavasana, corpse pose. And we're going to gently melt into the mat beneath you. Allowing yourself to completely relax. So now we're going to do our daily affirmation. So you can either repeat in your head or out loud. So today's affirmation is, I express freely. I express freely. So when you're ready, gently beginning to wiggle fingers and toes, stretching into the full body, yawning, letting a sigh out. Drawing the knees into the chest, rocking, massaging the spine and the lower back. And then when you're ready, coming over to the right hand side, fetal position. And then moving into a seated position. Bringing one hand into the other in the lap, bringing the attention back to the throat chakra. Taking one nice deep breath in and out. And when you're ready, gently blinking the eyes open. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you have a wonderful day. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. Leave me a comment if you'd like to see me do any other series. And come back tomorrow where we will be looking at our third eye chakra.